in the last Parayanam session, I had mentioned how the urgency in Swami's voice in the birthday in 1983 about the Swami's glory spreading around the world had been listened to by us. And we all heard Swami telling us, develop this closeness to me even while it's available. Develop this closeness to me in your heart even while the physical presence is close to you, because very soon the whole world will be here. And this is what was happening within a year. There was an international conference which was held in Rome on the 30th and 31st of October 1983. It was organized by a committee headed by Mr. Antonio Craxi with Swami's blessings. It was a unique world gathering of kindred spirits united by devotion to Swami. Swami had decided both the venue and the theme. Unity is divinity. Purity is enlightenment. This is what Swami had decided should be the theme of the conference. Unity is divinity. Purity is enlightenment. The choice of Rome was particularly significant. Swami had said, all roads lead to Rome, so have it in Rome. That's what he had said. The choice of Rome was particularly significant because it is the citadel of the Catholic Church. To proclaim the unity of all religions as declared by Swami from an international forum in Rome was particularly significant. It also marked a historic step in the unfolding of the Sai mission for the regeneration of mankind. 1,200 delegates from Italy, 800 from 34 other countries, and 3,000 interested observers attended this conference. Well in advance, a booklet on Swami's sayings was prepared and translated into 9 languages with the title Unity is Divinity. An entire block in a prestigious hotel with a provision for 2,000 guests was booked for the conference. And for the 3 days, the hotel was run by Sai Sevaks, men and women. They did the cooking and the serving of food, besides taking care of the various tasks incidental to an international conference of this magnitude. Everyone participating felt that it was a well-knit family gathering. The presence of Swami was felt by all in the bond that brought them together in a unique spiritual kinship. In the center of the stage was an ebony chair, specially designed by a Greek devotee according to a vision he had had earlier. Mr. Craxi said, "Many of you have not seen him." He was giving his welcome address. He said, "Many of you have not seen him. You have come here hoping to be near him. To you, I repeat what he told me before I took leave of him from Prashanti Nilayam. Everyone who attends the symposium will later visit me at Puttaparthi. This is a promise. When the Lord wishes, his will prevails." Mr. Craxi also said, Rome, which was called as the capital of the known world, was the heart of the civilization when the disciples of Jesus sowed the seeds of the Christian faith. Even though it is no longer the capital as it was then, it is definitely the most important religious center of the Western world. Materialism has taken over, and now with this conference, the winds of truth, righteousness, peace, love, and non-violence are blowing in from the east to cleanse what is rotten and corrupt and to bring back morality to the world and peace to the hearts of men. The Word has become flesh again and has reincarnated in Puttaparthi. The New Jerusalem is now based in Puttaparthi. All roads used to lead to Rome. Today, all roads lead to Puttaparthi. And then Bhagwan's message was read out. Mr. Craxi and others had tried to persuade Swami to attend the conference. Swami said he would send his devotees as representatives, two of his devotees as representatives from India. Professor V.K. Gokak and Mr. V.K. Narasimhan went to Rome to represent Bhagwan, and they carried with them a message of Swami. This was the message that Swami had given to the Rome conference. Very beautiful. Embodiments of the divine spirit. Swami used to say, Divyatma Swarupalara. And so, embodiments of the divine spirit. The ancient saying, all roads lead to Rome, has been vindicated today, because all devotees were converging in Rome. It is not without great significance that people from many countries have gathered in this historic city. You have to realize that you have come here to learn things which you have never heard of before, and to derive inspiration from new ideals about the human adventure. This conference is not concerned with any one religion, nation, race, caste, or individual. This was the speciality of this conference. Even though Rome was the citadel of the Catholic Church, that was related to one religion, but here were people from all faiths who were going to Rome to attend this international conference. It is intended to reveal the essential truth that underlies all scriptures, and to strive for the peace and welfare of all people through the establishment of truth and righteousness. The whole of mankind belongs to one religion, the religion of man. For all men, God is the Father. As the children of one God, all men are brothers. That is the brotherhood of man and the fatherhood of God. This conference is therefore a family gathering. It's not a meeting of nationalities and religions. It's a meeting of minds. Now, in fact, the very fact that there are so many religions have arisen because each mind thinks alike. And therefore, so many religions have come to suit the taste of so many minds. And here was Swami telling that it is the meeting of minds. It does not relate to any one culture or philosophy. It is concerned with the divine way of life that is implicit in the teaching of all religions. Its purpose is to see unity in divinity. Because if you have to see unity in mankind, you have to reach out to the divinity, which is the latent force which holds mankind together. And that is what makes this unity possible. Unity is not possible at the surface. Unity can only come from the depths of everyone's heart where the Lord exists. The basic truth in all religions, irrespective of country or race, is one and the same. The philosophic ideas or the practices and methods of approach may vary. That is, the philosophies and even the ritualistic worships may vary. But the final objective and the goal is only one. All religions proclaim the unity of divinity and preach the cultivation of universal love without regard to caste, creed, country, or color. Those who are ignorant of this basic truth, develop pride and ego because of their own religion. Only those who are ignorant will be arrogant about their own religion. Such people are creating great confusion and chaos by fragmenting divinity. To confine and divide the infinite divine into such narrow compartments is treason to the divine. So the Lord is one, and the approaches may be many, but to fragment the very goal itself, Swami said, is a treason to the divine. To confine and divide the infinite divine into such narrow compartments is treason to the divine. The basis for a spiritual, God-based life is the indwelling spirit, the Atman. The body is the home of the spirit. and to divide the world based on the body, based on the color of the body, based on the nationality or the place from which the birth took place, would all be fragmenting of divinity. The body is the home of the spirit. Life in society should also conform to the spiritual basis. Man, however, bases his life on the belief that the body alone is real. It is to rid him of this error that he has to be taught about the spirit. Mankind has to realize that both the individual and society are manifestations of the divine will, and that the divine permeates the universe. Only by recognizing this truth can man give up his ego and lead a life of devotion to duty. Society should not become a cockpit of selfish individuals, but a community of divinely guided individuals. With the progress of science, man imagines that he is the Lord of the universe, and he tends to forget the divine. Although man today has gone to the moon and is exploring outer space, if he were to consider the innumerable mysteries and the wonders in creation yet to be known, he will realize that these are far beyond the limited capacity of mind and intelligence. I remember Professor Anil Kumar telling in one of his talks to the students, man walking on the moon is not as momentous as God walking on earth. Swami has come down on earth to unite all of mankind. The more man discovers the secrets and mysteries of the cosmos, the more he will realize that God is the creator and motivator of all creation. So this is what Swami was trying to say, how we should base the entire thing on the spirit. The more man discovers the secrets and mysteries of the cosmos, the more he will realize that God is the creator and motivator of all creation. All religions are agreed upon this truth. All that man can do is to strive through his limited intelligence and knowledge to understand the invisible and the infinite divine and learn to worship and adore him. Instead of realizing his innate divinity, man is caught up in the prison house of his own material achievements. Greater than all his scientific and technological progress is man himself as a being endowed with divine consciousness. All his technological or scientific progress are just small expressions of the infinite capacity that he is capable of. But if in the process human selfishness, greed and hatred develop, as they usually do, society will destroy itself. On the contrary, the essential divinity of man is realized. Mankind will build up a great society based on unity and on adherence to the divine principle of love. This profound change must begin in the minds of individuals. When individuals change, society will change. And when society changes, the whole world will change. This was part of the wonderful message that Swami gave. And this was a message for all mankind. We can see that there is no sectarian thought or no fragmented piece of truth. This was the entire truth and the basis for unity of mankind that Swami so beautifully wrote in that article. I have a little more to tell about this. I will continue this in the next Parayanam session.